Hi everyone, it's Hannah Ross. Welcome back to my channel. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited to film today's video, not only because I love skincare and I love body care, but I haven't filmed in a while. We are currently traveling and we finally found a hotel that has beautiful lighting, and yeah, I'm just so excited to be back filming for you all. So let's chat about the contents of today's video. I am going to be talking about my extremely minimal skincare and body care routine. I'm not only going to be showing you every single product that I have, spoiler alert, there are 6 to talk about and 2 of them are sunscreens, but I'm also going to apply everything to my face so you can see the final skincare result. Now, skincare on the one hand is such a love of mine. And like my wardrobe, I have taken years to curate this skincare routine and minimize it the most that I possibly can. But skincare is also difficult to chat about because it's so based on the individual. So before I go any further and get so excited about all of these products, I need to let you know I'm not a dermatologist, I'm not an esthetician, I don't have any background in skincare. And of course, your individual skincare needs are going to be different than mine. So before we start, it's probably a good idea to share what my skin type is like. I have dry skin. It's not dehydrated, it's dry, and it is extremely sensitive. I mean, extremely sensitive. I can barely use fragrance. I think maybe only one product that I have has fragrance in it. And now let's chat about acne. So I had small little bumps all over my face over 5 years ago, so pre-2017. 2017 is when I actually created this skincare routine. So before that, I had lots of little bumps, especially concentrated on my forehead. And then I had a grace period of 5 years with no acne. I didn't have acne-prone skin. Of course, I had a spot every once in a while, but it really wasn't a big deal. Fast forward to today, as you guys might see, I'm actually dealing with some adult cystic acne. So I have some acne in this like hormonal area around the chin. This is totally new for me. I'm still figuring it out. All right, now moving on from my uber sensitive skin, I want to talk about the skincare routine itself. So like I mentioned, it's extremely minimal. I'm talking skin and body, total 6 products. It's very minimal, and that is for a very specific reason. I mean, it's because I'm a minimalist, obviously, but also I will not do a skincare routine or body care routine if it takes longer than like a minute or 2. I have come to terms with that over the years. There is a sweet spot for me, and if it's not super streamlined, it's just not gonna get done. And this skincare routine is something that I do morning and night. In the morning, it takes me about a minute. In the evening, it might take me 2 minutes. And these products have been put to the test. I have been using these products for 5 years, except one of the sunscreens, which again I will chat about, but all other products I have been using for years and years and years. So I trust them, they work for me. And another component to this is affordability. You will see a stark difference in affordability from product to product. I have 2 products here that I would consider expensive. One is extremely expensive, one is a high-end product, and then the other 4 are super cheap, super affordable. The method to my madness is if there's a standout product for me that I cannot find a dupe for, I will invest in it. But beyond that, I will go to not the cheapest product, but the best quality for the lowest price. All right, my friends, are you ready for my skincare routine? I'm just so excited. Let's get into the first thing that I have to talk about. It's actually not a product, it's more of a tool. This is my beloved makeup eraser. You can see here. Oh my gosh, I have nothing but great things to say about this. So first of all, this is what I use to remove my makeup. So there's 2 sides. There's one side without the tag and one side with the tag. So the side without the tag is what I use to remove my makeup at night. And then after I've removed my makeup, I go in with the tag side. And this is actually a really mild exfoliant. The fibers are a little bit longer on the side with the tag, and it really gently exfoliates your face. And I don't just use it for my nighttime skincare routine, I also use it in the morning. So this is what I use to just refresh my face from a full night's sleep. So you just get the cloth damp and use whatever side you want. I typically use the mild exfoliant side in the morning and just gently rub over your face. It is seriously the best. It's machine washable. You can use it like, I think, thousands of times. Like, it is such a great tool. This one too is one of the easiest ones to recommend to people because it's not an actual product with ingredients. I feel like it would work on a wide variety of skin types. So I love the makeup eraser. I am going to go get it damp off camera now and show you how I use it. All right, so let's get this hair back and out of the way. I'm just gonna use my viewfinder here as a mirror. So I very gently just go over my skin, making sure to get all the little nooks and crannies. Yeah, I just love, love, love this tool. Make sure to go down my neck as well. And there we go. We are all refreshed and looking a little bit red because I used the mild exfoliant side. All right, so that's all I have to say about this wonderful, wonderful tool, the makeup eraser. And next we are going to be moving on to cleanser. So the cleanser I use is Dr. Bronner's Baby Unscented Castile Soap. And you'll see this is a theme with some of my products is if I can, I try to get multiple uses out of them. So this is not only the cleanser I use on my face, but it is also the cleanser I use on my body. And it even has extra little bonus uses, like I use it as my shave soap and hand wash. So it's definitely a multi-purpose product for me. Now this is it just in my little travel tubes. By the way, these are the Human Gear tubes. I'm from Canada. I got them from Mountain Equipment Co-op. If I find them, I'll link them down below. Actually, most of this stuff, if I can find it, will be linked down below. But if not, it's just a travel tube. They're available in a lot of places now. And seeing as we're traveling, all of my stuff is gonna be in travel tubes. Anyways, back to the product. It is super, at least for me, super accessible, really, really inexpensive, and lasts a really long time. You can use like a pea size, smaller than a pea size amount, and it can certainly clean your whole face. You can use about maybe 2 little drops and it can clean your whole body. Now, this product is not going to be for everyone. I like soaps, I like cleansers that make my skin feel squeaky clean. That is just what I prefer, and this certainly delivers in that sense. I would imagine that a lot of people find it stripping. I don't feel it particularly stripping, but I also, like I said, that squeaky clean. So I would imagine that some people wouldn't gravitate towards this Castile soap. This is one that I am not going to be putting on today because I only use it at night. And as you can tell from the beautiful sunshine, it is morning. So I am strictly a night cleanser gal. And 9 times out of 10, I'm actually just going to be using this in the shower. I'm also a nighttime shower gal, so that's why I tend to cleanse my skin at night. It also helps to, break up that makeup before I go in with the makeup eraser. So that's just the system that works best for me. Yeah, this cleanser I have been using for 5 years on my face and my body, at least 5 years. It's simple, it's effective. No fuss, no muss, no frills, no scent, but it does not break me out. It does not cause me an allergic hive reaction, and it is just the one for me. So Dr. Bronner's Baby Unscented Castile Soap is the cleanser that I use on my face and my body. Switching up gears completely, I am now going to talk about the treatment that I use on my face, and it is a luxurious one. This is my Good Genes Lactic Acid Treatment by Sunday Riley. So the Good Genes I use only once a day. If I am getting a lot of sun that day, I am not going to use it in the morning. I'm going to use it in the evening. If I know I'm going to be staying inside, I don't mind putting on my Good Genes in the morning. So you'll see a theme with a lot of my routines, my hair care routine, nail routine, that I kind of have one standout product. So everything is just extremely simple, and then I pop in one treatment. It doesn't necessarily need to be like the most expensive. My skincare treatment just happens to be. Now let's go into my justification about the cost a little bit. If you know anything about Sunday Riley or this product in particular, Good Genes, you know it's expensive. It's, in my opinion, extremely expensive. This was the product that changed my skin. I usually don't believe people when they say that. I'm like, how could a product possibly change your skin that much? I really don't know. But I started using this, and in a few days, those bumps were gone, and they were gone forever. This exfoliates my skin so noticeably right away. It really transforms my skin with just one use. Me being a minimalist and someone who is very conscious of how much money I'm spending on products, I tried to find a dupe. I tried for years to find a dupe. I tested out one from Paula's Choice. I tested out the lactic acid from The Ordinary. I tested some glycolic acids. I tested the Pharmacy Honeymoon Glow. I even tested the Drunk Elephant TLC Baby Facial, and nothing compared for my skin and my skin only to the Good Genes product. So honest to goodness, what I did is every once in a while, I would buy the bigger bottle because it was a better deal. And then I would wait for Sephora to have little 100-point perks on Good Genes, and I would stock up. I would get so many of these, as many as I could. And that's kind of how I was able to afford this treatment. Now here comes the part that makes like no sense to me. I have recommended this to some family and friends. I rave about it. Like, it's changed my skin. It's completely transformed it. I have had some friends and family who are like, oh yeah, totally get it. How fantastic. And then others who it just didn't work as well on them. Yeah, so this one is just the product for me and maybe people with my skin type. But anyways, I am going to put it on and show you the magic. Apparently, it deeply exfoliates the dull surface of the skin for clarity, radiance, and younger looking skin. And I think that's exactly what it does, so I cannot wait to show you. You need just a tiny little bit of this stuff. Oh, I am getting to the end of my little sample here. There we go. Oh, that's actually quite a bit. And here we go. I am going to use my viewfinder as a mirror again and be super gentle. I concentrate this in areas that I tend to have a lot of, dry skin. So I'll put some right here on the little crevices in my nose. I also tend to get a little bit of dry skin on my eyebrows, so I will put some on my eyebrows as well. And then, just continue throughout the face. It also sits so well under makeup. That is an absolute must for me. I would never put a product in my routine that does not sit perfectly under makeup. Yeah, that's an absolute must for me. So I will also take some product down my neck. I guess I should actually be doing an upward motion. And that is it. That is my glowy, beautiful Good Genes treatment that I love oh so much. Nothing can replace it for me thus far that I have found. If you have any dupes, please, by all means, I don't want to spend 200 Canadian dollars on a bottle anymore. So please put them in the comments below if you have any good dupes. Next up is moisturizer. So the moisturizer that I use is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Body Cream with hyaluronic acid, and it's in the fragrance-free version. The Neutrogena moisturizer is definitely something that I use twice a day, morning and night, without fail. This product is another multi-purpose product because it is my face moisturizer and also my body moisturizer. This is my holy grail. I mean, I know I said that the treatment was the Good Genes is in a sense, but this product is the most exciting thing that I've found because of the price point and because of its multi-uses. So I have quite the story when it comes to moisturizer. I don't know if anyone else is like me, but every single moisturizer broke me out or gave me a rash. Every cream I had ever used under the sun just made my skin go so wonky. And then I discovered gel creams and my life was changed forever. The first one I used was the Peter Thomas Roth Water Drenched Cloud Cream, which also had hyaluronic acid, and it was the first thing that felt right on my skin. I was so in love. It didn't break me out. It really retained the moisture on my face, but the problem was the price tag. So as with everything, I will always try to find a dupe. So I went to the drugstore and I found the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Gel Cream for the face, and that one had hyaluronic acid too. And honestly, they felt like the exact same product almost to me. They were so comparable, so similar. So I was super content with the Neutrogena from the drugstore. But then I think the moisturizer was starting to get a lot of hype, and it was increasing in price, and I was going through the tub really quickly, and I found that it too, even though it was a drugstore product, was getting pretty expensive. So then I tried the body cream, and I knew that I wanted the body cream for my body. Like, the hyaluronic acid just seals in that moisture so beautifully. And then I also decided to experiment, like, what's the worst that's going to happen? I'm gonna break out if I put this on my face. Okay, I've broken out from every cream, every moisturizer other than this one that I've ever used. So honestly, I gave that body moisturizer, the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Body Cream, a shot on my face, and I liked it better. I liked it better than the dedicated face cream. It was a little thicker. It did have a little bit more tack almost. It wasn't like as smooth on the skin, but I preferred that. It made it feel like there was more of a barrier when I put the moisturizer on. And it was, yeah, just a little bit thicker and a little bit more robust. And best of all, it didn't break me out. It kept my skin hydrated the entire day. And I just absolutely loved using the product. Now, I don't know if there are potentially ingredients that are used on the body that shouldn't be used on the face. So this is not even necessarily a recommendation. If I were to recommend something, it would be the Neutrogena face cream for the face and the body cream for the body, but I preferred the body cream a little bit more. And that is what I have been using for about 4 or 5 years. Same with all this stuff. Okay, so this is it in my little travel tube, and I am going to apply some onto the face and show you the magic. All right, here we go. Oh my gosh, this stuff just feels so good. I love it so much. It's so gentle. It glides across the skin, and it also sits well under makeup, okay? Like, that is just, I keep forgetting to say that until I apply the products to my face, but oh my gosh, that is such an important factor in the skincare that I use. And yeah, this is just absolutely fantastic under makeup and sits so beautifully on my skin. I also take all my products, if I remember, not gonna lie, I take them on my neck as well, and sometimes even on my little ears. They need some love too. This is my Neutrogena Hydro Boost body cream, but on the face. Of course, I also use it on my body, and it just adds such a dewy glow to my skin without looking like oily. It is the perfect amount of dew to me, and I absolutely love that product. All right, now moving on to the banes of my existence, my sunscreens. I don't know about you, but if I said that every cream broke me out that I've ever tried, sunscreen is on a whole other level, because it not only just breaks me out, I also get burning skin. Like, my eyes will burn. I get rashes. It's awful. Sunscreen is something that I have struggled to find a good one my entire life. I do not have a catch-all product for the sunscreen category. I have to use something different on my face than on my body. So the sunscreen for my face that I have to talk about today is the Supergoop Unseen Sunscreen. It is broad spectrum sunscreen, SPF 40 PA+++. The more pluses, the better, I guess. And it is water and sweat resistant up to 40 minutes. The Unseen sunscreen is something that I pop on, obviously, with my morning routine, and I don't need to use at night. This is the newest product by far that I have in my collection. Only been using it a few months, and I'm like 95% sure about this product. I'll explain why in a bit, but let's chat about the great things first. Okay, this is unlike any sunscreen I have ever used before. It is much more like a makeup primer than a sunscreen, in my opinion. It does have that like slippy, almost silicone-y texture to it. I love that texture. I find it so satisfying, but I know a lot of people do not like that. So if you don't like that in your makeup primer, you are not going to like this sunscreen. So other amazing things, it doesn't give me rashes. It doesn't, make my eyes burn. It doesn't pill. It sits so well under makeup. There's no white cast. It's not sticky, it's not tacky. If anything, I would actually say it's slightly mattifying, but because of my super dewy glowy products that I use in my, skincare routine already, I don't mind it being ever so slightly mattifying. And yeah, I just picked up a bunch of little tiny Sephora samples to give it a good go. And for the past few months, I've actually really, really been loving it. Now, there's only one caveat to that. I'm not sure if this sunscreen is causing this breakout. I'm pretty sure that it's not, because this is like a very hormonal area, and I feel like if this was breaking me out, it would kind of be more of a breakout all over my face. But I have read reports, I've read a lot of reviews, and people did say that it broke them out. So that's kind of why I'm only 95% sure about this guy, but I'm gonna give it a few more months. I'll keep you guys updated, and thus far, I really, really love it. So I am gonna show you the texture and apply it to my face. It is so, so wild to me. Do you see that? It's like a makeup primer. Like, it's so crazy. I don't know how this is protecting my face, but it really does. That was another thing to note. I have worn this, like I said, for a few months, and we are in a very, very hot destination. And yeah, I haven't burned other than the very tip of my nose one time, and it wasn't even a bad burn. I have not burned. So this I definitely need to put on my ears and all over my face. Yeah, it is really, really good, like I mentioned. And best of all, doesn't make my eyeballs burn and sits well under makeup, so I love it. But yeah, it definitely has that like slippy texture. So that is my sunscreen. Well, at least for my face. And of note, this guy is pretty pricey, which is why, same hack, go to Sephora, get some samples if they have it available, test it out, see if you like it. I think I am going to be purchasing the full-size tube of this next, just because, like I said, I haven't found anything else like this. But if you have any dupes, if you have any great sunscreens, I have tried a lot, I'm not gonna lie, so I've probably tried the ones you are going to comment, but if you have any ones that are similar to the Unseen sunscreen at a cheaper price point, please pop them in the comments below. Do your girl a favor. All right, so putting down my face sunscreen, let's now chat about my body sunscreen. This is the one category that I can safely say I can use most sunscreens. The skin on my body acts so different than the skin on my face. I am still a little sensitive, don't get me wrong, but when it comes to sunscreen, I have found that I can use pretty much anything from the drugstore. And if I can use something from the drugstore and I don't have to go high end, I absolutely won't. So typically I buy what's on sale, but if I'm feeling like I want to treat myself, I will always go with the Hawaiian Tropics body sunscreen. It's that classic swirled design, and I have it in SPF 50. The body sunscreen is something that I'm really only going to be putting on if I am going outside and it's a really, really hot day and I am going to be experiencing some sun exposure. I just love this one because of its scent, which is a little strange because I said I like to stay away from scent, and I do very often with sunscreens, but every once in a while I like to pick up the Hawaiian Tropics. Makes me feel like I'm on vacation, and the scent doesn't seem to bother my skin at all. Not only does it smell lovely, which is just like a little bonus, but it also sits so beautifully on my skin, and it really feels like it's moisturizing my skin. And yeah, does the one thing sunscreen's supposed to do: prevents you from burning. So I am a lot less picky in this category. I will take absolutely anything from the drugstore except those sprays. Sunscreen sprays, not doing it for me. I do not like them. They pill, they miss spots so easy, and I also find they're heavily fragranced in like the wrong way. Ugh. I don't like them. So never the spray sunscreens, but any like cream or gel sort of sunscreen I am good for from the drugstore. All right, and my last product to talk about is probably going to be a controversial one. I mean, the Dr. Bronner's was probably the first controversy, but this is the second. I use Vaseline, just Vaseline brand, no scents, unscented, as my lip treatment. The Vaseline lip treatment is something I definitely do in my morning skincare routine and my evening, but if I need to, if I feel like my lips are getting a little dry, I will pop some on throughout the day as well, if need be. So this too is absolutely a multi-purpose product for me. I use it on my lips, I use it like on my cuticles, on my nail beds. I will use it to tame flyaways on my hair, and I will use it on like super dry patches on my skin. Again, this is not a product for everyone, but it works so well for me, especially on the lips. It protects my lips, it keeps them moisturized, it really locks everything in, and I have a lot of problems with my lips. You would have seen in my last video where I did a soft glam makeup tutorial. Yeah, I have some lip issues. I bite one side of my lip and yeah, I just get like sores and stuff. And this has really helped to heal them up quickly. They are looking so much better already. It is also extremely affordable and accessible. Petroleum jelly is so easy to find. I prefer the actual Vaseline brand. I have tried to use off brands before. It's not the same. So I will splurge and spend the extra like $1.50 to get the actual Vaseline brand, and it is so worth it to me. Now, a recommendation for a real lip product, a real lip mask actually meant for your lips, would be the Bite Agave lip mask. I have used that one in the past. It is a 10 out of 10. I absolutely love it. It's just one of those things that I found a dupe for. Well, this isn't necessarily a dupe. The Bite Agave one lasts way longer and is way more moisturizing. But for what I need, for my lips needs, I can definitely get away with Vaseline, so I will. But the Bite one is fantastic if you are looking to splurge on a lip product. I also stick with the Vaseline because it's multi-use. It doesn't just do that one thing. So yeah, it is my go-to for my lip treatment. I will show you what it looks like. You just need a tiny little bit of product, not too much at all. I just go in and moisturize my lips. And that is it, my friends. That is my finished skincare routine. So my final consideration that I want to mention is if my acne does get worse, I would consider adding a specific acne treatment to this routine as well, to my skincare routine. But as of now, it's not bad enough, doesn't impact my life that much, and isn't painful enough for me to really shake things up. I am going to see if when our travels are over, my skin goes back to normal and reverts back to its normal state, or if this is a consistent ongoing issue that I might need to tackle in the future. So that's my only caveat. Other than that, this is my skincare routine, the whole thing. I hope you love the glow and the dew, and you enjoyed this video and me showing you all the products that I have in my extremely minimal skincare routine and body care routine. So thank you so much for tuning in. If you like this video, give it a like. If you like me, if you like my content in general, please consider subscribing. It would truly mean the world to me. And thank you so much for spending even a small portion of your day with me, and I really hope to catch you in my next minimalism video. Bye!